Hey there everybody, and welcome back to more 9, The Last Resort. If you remember the last time, we managed to unlock 3 out of the 5 Muse Machine items. And now it's time to see if we can unlock the 4th. That one, actually, we could have got a bit earlier on, but I decided to wait on it just so we could explore the mansion. It's actually in here in the Tiki room. In the Acme drum machine.
Hey man, check out your drums and hit the red button when you're ready.
That was a lovely foghorn, but yeah, each one of these buttons will play a little 3-second song or 3-second long drum sample. And after pressing the red button...
Now this is the next piece. Okay man, now let your guide and play the beat.
He will make us play the beat back for him.
No man, listen to the beat. Now you play this beat, my friend.
And we just have to play the correct one back. Except it starts to get more complicated.
Styly!
So let's just skip ahead, because it takes a while. And pretty much it's just Simon Says, with very annoying sound samples that you have to listen to over and over and over again. You end up having to get up to a combination of 6, and especially getting them wrong, he will repeat everything back over again, and this ends up taking a lot longer than it should.
I hear your skunking beat, yeah! Come over here, man. I got something for you.
And what do we get for our efforts besides a foghorn?
Come back anytime you want to jam it with me.
Well, let's go over and talk to him. Ja-Ray.
That was killer, man. Anytime you want to jam it, my friend, you come to me. I give you this maraca now, my friend.
That's great.
Don't leave this maraca lying around. It will help you down-stroy them evil Babylon twins. Until such time, my friend.
Oh, Rastafarianism, how you hate white people.
This place is a monument to the midlife crisis. Some guys just go out, buy a Porsche they can't afford. The last blows the big city, runs off to the jungle, then goes even more goofy after he drinks from a funny spring.
But yeah, we probably should make sure that this maraca gets to the right place, so let's go ahead and start putting some items into the Muse Machine. Also, that's pretty much all we're going to hear about Thurston's last little trip to the jungle and the fountain and all that. So it's pretty much some undeveloped subplot. But thankfully it's not too hard to figure out where to place this.
It looks like some congratulations are in order. The first piece is in place.
And thankfully, since we have all the other pieces unlocked, we can use editing magic. Well, we'll use editing magic in just a second. There is actually a little sound sample or a little interaction we have with the Toxic Twins that you're putting in the first Muse Machine piece.
Solicit the opposing path, O damaged soul.
But editing magic and Joe Perry vocoder, we can now put in another piece.
Damn those meddling twins. Excellent work, cousin. Following them into their own lair. Guard the next 3 pieces carefully.
I don't know why they made Thurston Lass sound like a supervillain. He sounds really creepy. And on to the next piece.
Yes! Creativity once again courses through the walls of this place. Yet I can feel that their machine is growing stronger. You must destroy it forever. There are only 2 pieces left. Do not succumb to the toxic temptations.
I don't know if we can hold off that toxic temptation, but we got our last piece to put in for right now.
Good, another piece. Soon you will be able to see the music quite clearly.
Yes, come see the smells of Puerto Rico. But let's go ahead and get out of here so we can solve our next major puzzle of the game.
Last never envisioned the spike impaling him. Such a colossal failure. What benumbed intuition induces your belief that you can perturb us, pray tell?
Was that the toxic twins admitting that they murdered Thurston Lass? Well, we're never going to find that out. We're supposed to assume, I suppose, but it's really not important. What is important is figuring out this massive organ puzzle, which I hope you've been collecting all the pieces for. Thankfully though, since I am super helpful, I'll be explaining all these in depth in the thread themselves. But hey look, visual aids, how about that? Now, as you can see in the keyboard that I have, well, first off, I'm apparently awful at counting, even though I have numbered these off. I apparently did 1, 4, 2, 3. I don't know why that was, but I'll get it right this time. Or not. Bear with me, folks. I'm not a piano player or a competent person. There we go. And the sound of the happy monkey indicates we've done it correctly, and what do we get? We get ourselves a magical coin. And what place uses coins but Isadora, the fortune teller? Let's see if we can't get some useful information out of her.
Listen and hear me, as well as your hammer, anvil, and stirrup allow. Her string-driven charts must be found and sight-read. Speak its language to repair the Muse Machine. Beat the machine head's code in primal cadence to clue the monkey. The death of inspiration is the birth of ignorance. You stand there, the last who can keep one from becoming the other. Haste makes not only waste, but missed opportunity. Recheck your path. Come back. back when you need a dose of reality. I'll be here for you.
Right, that wasn't helpful whatsoever. But, you know, we got 3 more organ puzzles to go through.
Hey, kid! Where you going?
So maybe the next one will be a bit more helpful. So this one is a bit more easier to put in, thankfully. Now that monkey really enjoys that. And let's see if we can't get some more useful information. We get our money's worth with this coin.
Let's just behold your unfolding fate. Whenever the twins get to me, I can only see images of Deepak Chopra. You are the solid beacon of light against the anti-art darkness. Music by the sheet renders pleasure by the yard. You must arrest the toxic twins' pursuit to annihilate the music. If you can't halt those toxic renegades, all you behold will become toxic. My psychic cataracts are increasing in volumetric antimatter. Return when my optic cloud mass has lifted.
Right, so I'm starting to sense a pattern here where none of these are going to be helpful, apparently. But we have to do them to progress the game. So, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Yet again, not too hard. But I will be explaining all these in depth in the thread to show you how hard they actually are. For those of you who don't know, the hit song Shock the Monkey was actually about fighting drug addiction. Good stuff.
Let us gaze unto your impending destiny. This medium is the message. Left to its own devices, toxic mischief will summon hell down on all of us, the ugliest thrill ride of them all. Time is short. Fate is alabaster, and he resembles Edgar Winter. Now move! This toxic static has got my neurotransmitter swaying in 3/4 time.
Right, let's go ahead and get on to the final one.
You squander your existence while we...
No, it's conversation overload. It's run away.
Got in your family, kid. Last drink a couple of swigs of spring water. Hey, kid! Where you going?
Alright, and for the final one, you may notice a rather large difference in the number of keys we have to press. This one caused me quite a bit of trouble, and mostly has to do with the color additions and the fact that it actually involved 2 different totems as opposed to just one. But thankfully, with the help of Fataku, I thank him especially, we're able to solve this. with that, we can get our final coin. And this time, she might actually have something useful for us. Cross your fingers, everybody.
I bring you the elixir of truth, straight up with no twist. Earn the respect of the muses, then thwart the negative and move up the scale to bring about positive regeneration. This is no mere exercise. Without your input, the crystal shows the end of all music, beauty, and art. You've got to practice your scales if you want to scale those heights. This key is not a toy. Their bark is worse than their bite, so plot your course wisely and you'll find a valuable friend.
And for solving those 4 organ puzzles, we get a key. But what is that key to, you may be asking? Well, find out next time for the next part of 9, Last Resort.